obviously is a name we know. He's driven so many trucks, but now he's got his own piece. And not did he just get a piece.
Oh, man.
What bigger name here this year when Iron Man 2 is like the biggest thing in the box office. And, you know, we just got to look up there. You know, we are in SoCal. Maybe Robert Downey Jr.'s up there looking down, smiling.
Maybe he's in a box seat.
Could be. Because he's got a driver, believe me. Lee O'Donnell will air this Iron Man truck out.
And Lee has said it's the most comfortable he has been in a monster truck in his monster truck career. Now he has his own ride that he can really set up to be his own, and it's showing the way he's driving. Oh, man!
He got it. He saved it.
Like I said, he feels pretty comfortable. That truck's an extension of Lee O'Donnell's body.
Over the years, Carl Van Horn, Frank Kremel, we've seen some of these guys who can jump into anything,
right?
Or always a replacement driver. Lee O'Donnell maybe was as good as any of them, but now with his own piece, you can really start to get a feel of how good this young man is. And the sky's the limit for Lee O'Donnell.
Absolutely it is. And I got to make a note here where we're seeing all these trucks stop and have to back up down by the safety holds down there by the dumpsters at the end of the track. That track is so tight to the very end, you can't take it away from them. It's so slippery, they don't have a lot of shutdown area for that exact purpose. And you know, I think the judges need to take that into consideration.
Well, and I think they are if you're watching the scores. I don't think they're taken away from anybody. And into MagnaFlow bonus time goes Iron Man with some big air. Boy, Lee O'Donnell, I love the flow of this run.
Super
the momentum.
fast.
And again, on this track, flow is an issue, and he's just doing it brilliantly.
Well, after all,
look
he is
at
Iron
that.
Man. Look at the air.
Wow. Maybe the only Monster Jam truck that runs with its headlights on, too.
or can leave them on for this period of time. You see the air that he's getting. He's knocking that truck around big time, and the headlights are still working. Hang on, Lee.
What a run by the New Jersey boy, former off-road star Lee O'Donnell in his brand new Iron Man truck. And boy, you watch him fly like that, makes me want to go see the movie.
You bet, absolutely. And I got to tell you, he's got a small mechanical problem here in this truck. He's got a little bit of a sway bar issue. You can see how the truck is handling, and it's not affecting Lee O'Donnell at all. He is just getting after it big.
World Finals, if you can do what George just did. Now, another first-timer, Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man. Remember, our other first-timer, John Zimmer, went over on his first hit, and I'm sure Lee watched that and said, I'm not going to let it get me, and he's already made a couple of moves.
Well, he's had the beauty, like George Bellhan has, to watch these other trucks and see the mistakes that they've made, how this track has hurt these trucks. So Lee's going to get out there. He's a smart driver, and you know that he wants to get his full time in. Nice air right there from Lee O'Donnell.
That Iron Man a sweet little ride, brand new in 2010. And you know, Lee O'Donnell doing a nice job getting the flow going. Where he has been developing is learning this freestyle game. Remember, he has come from a pure racing background, a superstar in the world of off-road racing who's made the transition to Monster Jam. Hey, that's fine when you line up at the starting line, but freestyle's a whole nother game.
Yeah, well, you're not freestyling too much in his old game. This is his new game, and this is what he needs to do right here, and he's doing it majestically. That was great, Lee.
You know, he has been kind of the hired gun of the sport for the last few years, Mark. Anytime anybody needed a ride, they call Lee O'Donnell.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, there's one time Lindsey Wink was pulled out of Blue Thunder to appear for Ford team. They ended up sending Lee O'Donnell into Atlanta. You see him cross there, first time we see anybody do that. But anyway, he won that event. My point is, for the first time, he has his own truck. This is Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man. Now he's not a fill-in. He is an official Monster Jam superstar.
Well, and he gets to stick with this chassis. He won't be hopping from truck to truck. He's got a feel for that truck. He can make that truck an extension of his body right there. Nice move. Hey, it's into bonus time.
Then when you see that big flame,
bet.
that's the signal to the drivers and everybody in this sold-out stadium. And look at that air, that you are in bonus time. And how impressive is this for Lee O'Donnell at his first World Finals freestyle competition?
Oh, hang on.
And a save. Nicely done. So after several drivers ended up getting beaten by the track, back-to-back, George Bellhan.
Clock starts when he hits the first obstacle right now. Experienced off-road racer, but he's always been a top flight and parts Monster Jam superstar. Every chance he got the chance. Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man. what it's all about, the best of the best. And the only way you win here is to show you fans things you've never seen before. And they are flat doing it. Final 20 seconds. We'll count down the final 10 seconds of regulation for Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man. 3, 2, 1, now bonus time. Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man.
Lee O'Donnell is the first for Team Marvel, trying to finish it off of these last two matchups. Now Lee's got to outperform Team Destruction's El Toro Loco. And you know Mark McDonald is ready to come out.
He's a freestyling fool.
He'll burn this place up. So pressure on Lee to put up a big number right here. If El Toro beats Iron Man in the eyes of the judges, there will be one matchup left. Two former world champions are waiting in the wings. Team Marvel's Adam Anderson and Thor. Team Destruction's Damon Bradshaw and Monster Energy. But to get to that, El Toro Loco's got to beat Iron Man, and Lee doesn't want any part of that deal. 20 seconds left on the regulation clock, and he'll get it into bonus time, and you just got to at this point. And the pressure is on. It's you know, you look in the corners, and you're seeing every other teammate.
Oh, they're watching, man.
I mean, they are
They're
up on the rail. Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. The whole Marvel team is over there right now, except for Adam Anderson, who's strapped in. He'll go into MagnaFlow bonus time.
And this is where he's really got to shine right now.
But the truck comes to a stop.
He has a score.
Lee O'Donnell out of New Jersey, the former off-road ace, now one of Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam's premier elite superstar drivers, and certainly one of the hottest looking trucks in the sport. Iron Man is on the clock.
Scott, we talked earlier about Todd LeLuc coming from the world of off-road and Lee O'Donnell coming from the world of off-road. You know, it's amazing how it transfers over into Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam and driving one of these big behemoth trucks. It's a completely different animal, but yet they adapt so well. It just fits right into their wheelhouse of mentality.
Well, the other thing I think that's interesting is that they're used to these kind of surfaces, you know, where I've been impressed, especially with Lee, is the way he's adapted to clay, that they don't, you know, the off-road, they do a lot of desert racing.
A lot of sliding.
And this track is a desert track.
Absolutely. And I got to mention, too, Nicole Johnson, she's got some off-road experience
Sure
as well.
does. And some rock crawling as well. We're seeing drivers come from a lot of different areas, but certainly there is a bond now between off-road and Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam truck drivers. Inside 30 seconds in regulation for Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man. Been an action-packed run. I've really enjoyed this flow and momentum. Problem is, there's a 38 on the board from Northern Nightmares. Cam McQueen is in the hot seat.
You know, and you were saying earlier about Chad Fortune, you know, if he saw that run, does he think in his mind, how am I going to one-up this? A lot of these drivers may have seen that run as they're sitting back there on pit road to watch the run, but most of these drivers do not know what the score was given for that previous driver, which I think in my mind is a driver that's kind of a bonus that I don't have to have that in my head as well, on top of already seeing a spectacular run.
We are in bonus time for Lee O'Donnell. And some beautiful sky wheelies going into this beautiful Vegas sky tonight for Iron Man in bonus time. Outstanding freestyle performance from Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man, but top to bottom, it's what you expect when you come to the Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam World Finals.
Well, Lee's having fun just like all these other drivers are. Bonus time's over, regulation's over. He's not out of fuel, so why stop? That's kind of like saying, how can I be out of money? I still got checks in the checkbook. Now, the clock still has not started yet. He's made a lap, waved to all the fans. Now the clock starts. Comes over the sea container with big air, follows it up with a combo move right there. Another nice shot of air, and I think he's going to do a third combo move right there.
There you go.
Nicely done.
You know, the other thing nice about that, nobody else has started that way. You've got to have your own style. You got to do things nobody else has done if you're going to impress these judges.
Be different.
Yeah, you can't go out and just do the same stuff everybody else has done. Because again, if you're gonna, for instance, you're gonna take a big air leap, and everybody is, but right now somebody's got to beat, I guess, Todd LeDuc's leap. That was probably as high as anybody's.
Absolutely.
So if you're gonna take that one, you got to try and outdo it. But I like the way he's comboing, going from move to move. I mean, he's not messing around, wasting any time at all. And you can get lost on this track, despite the fact that there are so many obstacles. We've seen, especially some of the new folks, kind of looking for what they want to do.
Well,
not with Lee. He's going right after.
A lot of times you can't look what you want to do. You got to plan usually 1 or 2 hits, and then your plan pretty much goes out the window. The best laid plans on paper, they go away here at the World Finals in Las Vegas.
20 seconds remaining on the regulation clock for Lee O'Donnell, the New Jersey native and Iron Man.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Powers through it. Nicely done. He could have been over. He did a great job. That was some talent
that was
there.
Impressive.
I mean,
impressive.
That's a driver right there, because that thing could have landed on its roof if he didn't stay in it. Step it up, baby.
Step up. Oh, yeah.
Into bonus time for Lee O'Donnell and Iron Man.
Wheelies down.
Lots of different ways to hit the obstacles. You'll notice each Monster Jam truck is going to take a different strategy, because a beautiful job done by the great team of track builders that were brought over to put this great track together, both for racing and for freestyle, have made the obstacles in such a way that the drivers can pick several different ways to try and get the most spectacular leaps off of some of these huge jumps, and that will really influence the judges as to who the eventual winner of this competition will be. Again, our first freestyle, the driver setting the bar, is Morgan Kane in Ironman, just 23 years old, already considered one of the elite drivers in Monster Jam with a long, long career ahead of him in the sport. Getting into bonus time, Morgan Kane. We'll see all the scores in just a moment and see where the bar is going to be set, because he puts up the first number, and that will be the score everyone tries to beat. And look at these donuts. The Abu Dhabi fans really cheering as they love to see these huge Monster Jam trucks spinning around and around. And Morgan Kane certainly giving them a show to get this freestyle competition started. Finishing up bonus time with huge leaps. And Morgan Kane gets the competition off to absolutely a great start here in Ironman. The Monster Jam Freestyle underway now, and it's going to be a matter of which of the other 8 trucks can try and outdo what you've just seen. O'Donnell and Ironman. Again, what a difference 24 hours makes, Adam, for those fans who've already seen the racing portion of the Monster Jam World Finals 15. The big controversy, and Lee O'Donnell and his Ironman fans not happy. They think he should not have had to rerun his race against Max D. He did. It went down there. So how does he come back from that? Clearly, we heard from him. He was disappointed. Can he kind of funnel and take it out on this freestyle?
I think that's what he does, and that's what he's showing right here. Attacking. What is that out there on the track? What was that obstacle?
I think, is that a motorhome or is that what is that? No, but Lee's doing an outstanding job here. You know, that the 24-hour thing, so you're talking about, you know, there's 2 Lee O'Donnells. There's Happy Lee and there's Mad Lee, and I think we're seeing Lee. We're seeing Mad Lee right now, because definitely that's got to be a chip on his shoulder what happened the night before. But Lee's just a pro, straight professional driver, and he's getting over it quick and doing a great job here on this course, which, as you can see, Adam, like you talked about earlier, there is no paint left anywhere, so you're pretty much going blind at it.
Look at that big air. He doesn't know where he's going. That's a monorail.
I think that is a train car. Where you get that from one of the casinos?
Yeah, I guess it was taking folks, maybe up and down the strip earlier. They didn't need that one. It's now part of the Monster Jam World Finals course. Adam, and again, well, Iron Man comes over, and that is, I think to this day, still one of the most expensive bodies ever created, and that one was junk.
Yeah, he could definitely do it. Brandon Arthur has been on fire tonight in that beautiful red and gold Iron Man truck. Matt Cody, if he wants to get it done, he needs to get that throttle rhythm up. He needs to accelerate across the track, whip this truck around, and show us some wow moments.
As an off-road racing background owes his start in Monster Jam to another former off-road racer in Todd LeDuc. who got him involved here in Monster Jam. He's making the best of this spotlight here, the biggest stage in the world, and Brandon Arthur has come through in a huge way in Ironman. So now he is qualified for a score as we are under 90 seconds here to go in this run.
He's doing a good job working both sides of the track right now. Throwing a little two-wheel skills in there, I like it.
Going for a stoppie, but you see the dirt just piling up on those front two wheels, almost caused it to come to a complete stop. Less than a minute now to go. This young man's made appearances on Arena Championship Series Central and West, driving Dragon, El Toro Loco, and Megalodon. Ironman seems to be the one for him to shine. And Brandon Arthur now with the event championship at his fingertips. Can he make it happen?
If he's gonna make it happen, we need to see something big. A nice little slap wheelie off the back of that step up. I haven't seen it yet, especially to top Matt Cody's backflip. We need a huge air from Matt Cody, a nice 1-2 shift, another two-wheel skill. But I have not seen that wow moment yet.
Ironman back in Monster Jam. Brandon Arthur now goes off to the left side of the step up, trying to cross thread a little bit, make something happen. He can create a little room here by going off to the side. That's what he did. Comes right back around, squares it up, slap wheelie combo.
Oh, planetary gear on the right.